get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Lavelle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Spartans are in the hurry up. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell, among many, who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple of years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face, and they're going to play physical.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Schneider. Catch in the middle, it's shot. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Can't quite cross the plane to get to 6, but they'll have the first down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football, and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting a tackle for the ball.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 84 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Blunt. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Lost a throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's shot. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. The running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and the coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
They kick it away on 4th down. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the play. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the catch. It's Ramsey. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Quick completion to the right. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Blunt. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ramsey. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll try the run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Extra point here will tie the game. And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. To the air, it's Schneider. Got a man, it's shot. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Spartans will hustle to the line.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burris, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop it.
Handoff to the single back. Shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Make a crowd hold its breath like a perfect turn, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to... And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Looking to throw, it's Blunt. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And the timing just a hair off.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Schneider. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Send the tight end in motion. Looking to fire. This time on target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trucks through the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. And let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Tight end finds a soft spot. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw at Schneider. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Michigan State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. He's got it on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time's dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Looking for his man. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity. The result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tolzien. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Looking to throw, it's Blunt. Caught over the middle, it's Ramsey.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Trying the left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the second half.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. The give to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Irish! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Texas has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 17 to Ohio State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to pass. It's Schneider. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Hits the crease. At the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sparty.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's shot. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Spartans in the hurry-up.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Schneider. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he added the extra point.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Blunt. Rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw again. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown! Find the Irish. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. Oh, he got loose. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now improvising. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. It's Blunt. This time it's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
The offense changing the play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Coming out with it. And the ball is loose on the return. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. It simply can't happen.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a two-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas is on the ropes, and for all the hype around this program, maybe the most fertile recruiting base in football, it's clear this program is not back. They're trailing by 16 to Ohio State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pulls it in. It's shot. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Schneider. On target. Jukes his way for more. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. About to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. No need to get cute here. You've run enough plays. Now it's time for the kneel down, David.
Take the knee, make them use their last time out, then they're out. The clock runs.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Now on first down from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Schneider. Here's the pressure.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers